Hi, my name is Roland Ziada, New York City-based director and creator of theater, television, and film, and also proud Phoenix Global Artist Ambassador. Today, I am thrilled to introduce to you Richie Rose and Lena Sophie, who make up the incredible music duo Songs for Sabotage. For more on Songs for Sabotage, you can read more about them right below this video. But in the meantime, here is a sneak peek at their incredible talent. Phantom. Richie and Lena, how are you?
Good.
Doing
How are
great.
you doing?
How's it going?
I'm doing so much better now that I am speaking with you, and I am so excited that the audience just got a sneak peek of your incredible song, Phantom. And I want to know, before we even get started, well, I know the story, but for those who don't, where did you two meet?
Do you want to tell it?
Sure. We actually met at a bar in Williamsburg called Night of Joy.
Yeah.
Hence the album title. In 2017.
Wait,
Yeah.
I love it. So you met fall of 2017, Night of Joy, Brooklyn Bar. Fast forward, COVID hits. You move back to Richie's hometown in Kentucky, right?
Yep.
And that's where the album, your first full-length album, Night of Joy, was born?
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, I would
Talk
say
about full circle.
Yeah.
100%. I would say it was conceived in New York, but we really put the finishing touches on it. Yeah, completed it when we were there over the first few months of COVID.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, talk to me a little bit about how you guys came up with the band name Songs for Sabotage.
It's kind of funny actually because we kind of had started working on music together, but we weren't like officially a band yet. But we were out one day just like walking around in Soho, and we went to the bookstore Strand. And
by the way, my husband's favorite bookstore. But is it still with us?
I don't know.
I don't know actually.
I really hope so.
I hope it survived.
I saw something about maybe it was closing.
Yeah.
Sorry, keep going. I apologize for interrupting. Story of my life. I'm working on it thanks to my husband.
Yeah, no, the Strand is important. And we were in there just looking at art books and whatever, and Richie pulled out this book and it said Songs for Sabotage, and we were like, oh, this is kind of fitting, like,
I love it.
Yeah, it was just like a really cool cover, and for whatever reason I thought that title fit the vibe of the songs that we were working on.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. I won't go into the long story, but it just seemed like the right title. So that's what we titled like this group of songs, and then it eventually became the name of the band.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, I want to know, Richie, where did you grow up, and when did you realize music was going to be a part of your life? And same question for you, Lena.
So I grew up in Lexington, Kentucky, and I have just always gravitated towards music. My family was pretty musical. My dad played piano. My mom didn't play anything, but they both had really good taste. So I was raised on like a lot of classic rock and like good 80s pop and new wave. So yeah, that's kind of where I grew up and came from.
I love it. And you, Lena?
So I'm originally from Sweden. I moved to New York 10 years ago. So growing up in Sweden, same, my parents very musical, always were like singing and playing music. And so I was first introduced to like my dad rock, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then obviously the older I got, more into like punk rock, alternative music, and stuff like that. So yeah.
I want to know what that first conversation in fall of 2017 at Night of Joy was about, and how both of your love of, it seems, similar musical genres added a spark to, your connection.
Yeah. Well, Richie was DJing.
I was DJing.
Yeah, and I really was loving what he was DJing. So eventually I just kind of like walked up to him and was like, "Hey, I love what you're playing." And then we struck up a conversation and we really bonded over similar musical interests. And loves Swedish pop music a lot. So it was just like an instant connection.
My
Kismet. And what
Oh,
I also love about what both of you do is that you can definitely tell that you are both imbuing your loves of specific genres, yet it's still singular and your own.
yes. Yeah, yeah,
Thank you.
exactly. Thank you. Yeah.
No, I mean, it's the truth of the matter and it comes across. And look at, I mean, in this COVID time, it was hard for everyone, still is, but especially artists. And,
Yeah.
obviously you had that 2 month period in Kentucky. You both are now in LA. I want to know how this time has, or if this time has made even clearer for you both in terms of the type of art that you're going to continue to put out there.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that it really helped us look inward and sort of made us evaluate why we're here and what we're doing. And it's always been for me, like a matter of passion, an inherent need to be creative and express myself that way. So yeah, I've been playing music a long time and definitely have had the ups and downs of wanting to stop. And the time that we spent in Kentucky during COVID, a lot of inward looking
Yeah.
types of moments, it just sort of reminded me personally why I'm here. This is the only thing that I care about.
Yeah.
It is my reason for living.
Yeah.
I love that. And for you, Lena?
Yeah, it was a chance to kind of step away. Like I said, I moved to New York 10 years ago and I love New York. It's like such a special place to me, but I grew up in, a small little town outside Stockholm in Sweden where nature was present. So it was a good time to kind of step away from that busy New York hectic life and kind of like, you know, reevaluate everything in life, what mattered more.
Absolutely. And when I thought about that time that you guys spent in Kentucky, when I read about it, about you both, is
Yeah.
that it also reminded me of almost like taking a little reset.
Yeah.
I think as musicians and artists, we're on a go, 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 constantly looking for the next thing, creating, creating, creating. But for an opportunity for you both seem like very grounded people to begin with. But the fact that you even got, even environmentally, up in a place where you could actually breathe fresh air and take a step back to really think, am I meant to be yup, it is. And wow, it's clear to just keep going and doing the thing.
Yeah. 100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank goodness you both are. And I want to know, and looking forward, as we hopefully eventually get out of this mess,
Yeah.
the messages and the types of songs you guys are going to both continue to put out there. Any messages in particular that are ringing more true for you now more than ever?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a lot of shedding skin.
Mm,
Um,
amen.
yeah, it's been like a lot of that has come out in the songwriting. So that Night of Joy and even like some singles after have been a lot about like moving on from a certain life to
Mm.
one where now we're, I mean, I wouldn't say happier place, but I feel more grounded, like to use that word again. I really do. I feel like I've kind of settled in to myself and my rhythm and everything, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. I mean, not only that, what I sense from both of you, even vibrationally now, not to get all woo-woo with you, but I am a little woo-woo. You're welcome. God bless. Is
I love it.
are you both woo-woo as well?
For
Yeah,
sure. And
definitely.
I love that you said woo woo.
Like
Yeah.
I got on the Zoom and I obviously was a minute late and was freaked out about it, but literally when you guys were like, it's fine, I literally was like, Will, take a breath. You're on a cool vibration now. And also what I love so much about you both is even what you just described, Lena. I think it's beautiful, almost like the chameleon shedding its skin. And I also sense from you both this whole notion of like a phoenix rising. Is that weird to think about?
No, yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, I love that a lot, and I definitely feel I feel more, I mean, this is gonna sound really, but I feel more comfortable with myself as a person now as well, like, and kind of know my path a little more.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would agree with that. This band was born out of kind of like the end of other projects that we had separately. So a phoenix is, yeah, proper analogy for sure.
Definitely.
Well, listen, I love that both of your energies and talents have joined forces. Obviously, it seemed to have been the end of something when you met, but the beginning of something I think even greater. And I'm so grateful for the time that you both took today to speak with me. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
We
much.
appreciate
It was
it. Well, thank
great.
you.
Yeah. Really great.
Digital age, artists and bands struggle to make a living. In fact, only a small number of artists can live off their craft. For the 98% of artists that don't have the luxury of being signed to a label, it's tough. But artists deserve to live off their art. Wherever you are around the world, appreciation of music does not change. FENIX brings bands and their fans together, whilst allowing bands to properly monetize their passion. The FENIX app will directly connect bands and fans with no need for middlemen. We're utilizing the blockchain to give the power back to the artist once and for all. Join FENIX, join the change.